Hajime. Open up with the Branded Fusion, of course. We do not have the Ash Albion. Probably sending Lubellion, right? We got Lubellion. Cartesia could also be a potential card we want to send. We're going to be activating the Magna Hut. Now, Magna Hut banishing the Albaz is a great counter for this play. And generally, the release of Branded Fusion had everyone summoning Lubellion first, which does not get countered by Call by the Grave. DD Crow and the Bestial does not stop it, because even from the banish pile, you get to return back to the deck. So you are susceptible to Bestials, which are very popular in today's format. But we got Mercurier to negate, so it ain't no problem, mate. And we did not have another Bestial. No Druid Swarm, no Baldrake. Damn, got him. Now, how do you know what to send with Guiding Quem? It's a Fallen Albaz card, not even a monster. You could send Branded Fusion or Branded Retribution to add back the Branded Fusion or another disruptive card. Now, if you want to summon Cartesia on your own turn, you send Cartesia. But if you're not going to be using Quem to extend your combos, you send Fallen Albaz, because you're now going to be able to summon Fallen Albaz during the opponent's turn from the graveyard to fuse with their field. That is what makes her insane. And then we got the Albion setting up. What the heck is that? That's not the Branded Banishment. You choose a fusion you control that mentions Fallen of Albaz and negate the effects of all other face-up cards currently on the field, including your own, until the end of this turn. So you're negating yourself and your opponent. Is that a good idea? We'll see. Cartesia also adding from the graveyard back to the hand here. Very well done. All right, all right, all right. How did the Cartesia was sent from the hand to the graveyard? We got Max C in the draw phase. Thunder Dragon gets searching. Let's speed this up a little bit. So how we're going to be dealing with monster non-target banish, monster negates, and fuse with our fields. We do not have synergy with the Libitum, though. Adding the Druid Storm, we're going to be ready to banish cards from the opposing graveyard. This is a Mannadium deck. Banishing the Albaz from the graveyard, stopping the Quem play. Gangrel is being triggered because you summoned a monster through a monster effect. We're going to chain Druid Swarm to also banish the Ad Libitum. I guess this could be better than Banishment and Branded in red if everyone's playing Bestials. You don't have to interact with your graveyard. We got Lulu Walla Lilith. We're going to be triggering the Quem to reborn our Albion. This is not a fusion summon, so it's not going to be triggering here. Now, the Lulu states if a card leaves the extra deck, we can negate a card in the field. So when do we do it? Druid Swarm's going to send. We're actually using Mercurier to negate the send, protecting her. And also we're going to non-target monster banish. Chaining Forbidden Droplet. But we got the thing that negates Droplet, because we didn't send a trap to the graveyard. So we could chain to the Droplet to negate, thus negating every card we also control. So what are we doing? We're going to be using this. We choose a fusion monster on resolution. We chose Mirror Jade, and everything else is negated, even our own cards. So the non-target monster banish goes through. Very well done. And now we're going to be following up with our Mannadium, adding the Meek special summon next to the Rhymeheart, Lubellion, attempting to activate. And now we're going to be show-conning into Dissipator. That's going to be negated. Thank you very much. We can special summon a banished monster back onto the field. We got our Magna Hut into another level 10 Synchro. Now, this is a dark and light, giving it the ability to make all our synchros unaffected from monster effects. We get to banish a card on summon. We are under max C. We're going to get super polyed here big time next turn. Chaos Angel, goodbye to the Mirror Jade. And Mirror Jade will now be activating, but it's going to be, it's unaffected from the activated effects, right? Activated monster effects. So it is a lingering effect that would wipe out the field. We got Dissipator negating. By returning a banished card the opponent controls, well, not control, but their banished card back of the deck, that's going to be negate. Very well done. And we also cannot be destroyed by battle. Taking out the Quem, leaving up the Lulu. Is it permanently negated, or is it negated until the end phase? It is negated until the end of the turn. So the Branded Lost and the Lulu are going to come back. We're fine. This is Synchro versus Fusion. Well, Synchro versus Max C, to be fair. Super Polymerization, polymerizing the Dissipator and Chaos Angel to make a Starving Venom Fusion. Kid Art, I think you put in a good effort. Yes, that was good. I appreciated that. You did not just scoop to Max C. You tried to play it out. but unfortunately got outplayed by the Roach. Hidden with the Maxi, we don't care about Gamma. A lot of people playing around Gamma. You don't play around Gamma until you lose to a Gamma, then you never preemptive your Maxi again. All right, we're just gonna set up the droplets, set our Jet Synchron. He's gonna have to play through a Super Polymerization. Now, I know it can be confusing to try to remember all the things that could be fused into. Just the easy trick generally is 2 of the same attribute on the field. So if you just stay, you get a dark on the field, don't get another dark, just stay different attributes between all your monsters and you should be safe from it. Scareclaw, Kashtira, banishing the Fenrir from the hand. The Jet Synchron set was blocking its summon. We got the Lightheart here. Come to us, Field Spell. Field Spell going to be searching for our Rykart. Rykart has a special summon adjacent to a Scareclaw. Arriving onto the field, our Scareclaw Kashtira, which can attack while in defense. Rykart is also going to be able to draw a card in addition to searching if there's 3 monsters in defense, which there won't be because of the Super Poly. Get fusing. Is this an early fuse or what? Maybe we should be doing this before they make the Tryhard. Using together to make Starving. Venom Fusion in attack position, so we do not get that additional draw. Rival can be used more than once per turn. We have Chaos Ruler banned in the TCG, banned in the OCG. Mill the top 5 cards of our deck, add a light or dark among those 5. The Serenir can be triggered if sent to the graveyard here, but we're going to add it to the hand. Jet Synchron, discard a card to Reborn from the graveyard. We can now make the Hot Red Dragon Archfiend. Serenir banishing the Cartesia, Shoconning into an Ancient Fairy Dragon. Generally, this card is tied to toxicity only. We're going to be summoning our Lubellion from the graveyard, tributing our Chaos Ruler to set up a branded spell trap from the deck, which will be our branded Regain. By banishing a light or dark, we're going to return it back on the deck, drawing a card here as we reborn our Chaos Ruler. I don't know what we're doing with the Ancient Fairy Dragon, though. Return back, get that random draw. Ooh, we have our field spell that we maybe would have wanted to search. Now, because we had 3 monsters in defense on the field spell can pop any card in the field, taking out the branded banishment. Ancient Fairy pop in the field spell to search for the Mannadium field spell. Let's go. We're going to be using the Tier Limit field spell to search for a Vsauce. And then we're going to be using the Peaceful Planet Mannadium field spell to grab our Rhymeheart. Rhymeheart on summon, searching for the Meek. Meek can special summon onto the field. And now we are Shokanning into the Dissipator. This is going to definitely be a lethal play. Reborning our Bestial Serenir back in the field, making our Chaos Angel on summon banish. Now, there's a secret effect tied to the Starving Venom. It states, if this fusion summoned card is blanked, you can destroy all of your opponent's special summon monsters. It is only when destroyed, not when banished. Banishing it off the field, opening up the field, and just like that, scooping it up, Mannadium craziness has taken the match. This is game 1. Special summoning Fenrir. We did not have a Maxi to preempt. We're going to be small worlding, chaining the Dimension Shifter before the small world hits the graveyard, otherwise it would not be activatable. Searching for our Raisin. Raisin come here, grabbing our Caesar Valius. Caesar Valius is going to be returning back to the hand to come forth and summon, and we do not have a dark attribute to reveal for the Caesar Valius to pop a card in the field, non-targeting. Snow on summon, going to flip down the Fenrir, so it does not banish anything. Serenir getting rid of the Dimension Shifter. And Caesar Valius had only 1,500 defense, being taken out by a Fairy Tale Snow and also banished. Banished by our own Dimension Shifter, so we don't have a way to recycle it back to our hand through the Rock of the Vanquisher. And now we're making Chaos Angel unaffected from monster effects. How do we out this, actually? As a Vanquish Soul player, we can't destroy it, we can't affect it. This is going to be a problem if we don't have something like Goddess. Fenrir's here. We're going to be searching for our Riseheart. Riseheart will be special summoning, but it will be locking us into Xyz only, so we want to make sure we make Link summon plays first. Let's reveal the fire to make us indestructible by card effects, triggering the Jalong to come forth and summon onto the field to then link this off into the Rock of the Vanquisher, which could special summon from the hand or add from the graveyard back to the hand. We're going to be adding back that Raisin to set up for next turn. Jalong reveal double fire to search our deck for any card. We got Snow Devil. Snow Devil deals with this very easily, just like that. Snow Devil destroy it through a non-monster effect. We're good. Now, we have the Vanquish Soul Heavy Borger burning for 1,500 damage every single turn, putting the opponent on a clock. Now, there's limited time to beat them. Every single turn, 1,500. And we're going to be chaining our Maxi to the effect, drawing per special summon. We have to end this duel early. Now, zero attack Link, we cannot attack into it as long as there's another Vanquish Soul on the field. Jiao Long reveal double fire, searching our deck for our Caesar Valius. Now, we do not have the effect to destroy the whole field yet. We need a dark in the hand. So we could summon the Raisin, search for a dark, then we're gonna have Earth, Fire, Dark, then we're gonna be able to wipe out that Chaos Angel. He messed up, he doesn't have dark now. He could get dark. He could special summon the Raisin and search it. He'll be okay. Grass looking green, milling a ton of cards from the deck to the graveyard. What is gonna be popping off from this play? Hopefully something. We got Sharon in the graveyard now, Serenir activating, sending from the deck to the graveyard, a Lubellion. We're going to be discarding a Dark to come forth, then summon our Dark Greffer, sending a Shell from the deck to the graveyard. We got Shinobi Necro in the graveyard. If banished, it will summon itself onto the field. Core of Chaos, banishing a Chaos Monster, then reborn that Chaos Monster back in the field. And just like that, through the power of Max C, we're going to be wiping out the entire field. And we're going to be chaining Rock of the Vanquisher to get another Vanquish Soul onto the field. And just like that, every non-Vanquish Soul monster on both fields getting completely wiped out as we wipe out the field. And now we have nothing. Or do we? Do we have anything in the graveyard to trigger our nothing? No. Grass and Scoop. Damn. Maxi again. That was Maxi. Maxi took that duel. Let's take this into game number 2. Reasoning, the OG Grass. Ain't no way we had got a monster on the top of the deck to summon right then and there. Now we're de-shifting. If the Serenir were to be sent to the graveyard, it will not. Everything is getting banished. De-shifter is an auto win versus many decks. Ash is going to be negating the Mad Love from searching for a Vanquish Soul spell or trap. Ash does not specify that it has to go to the graveyard like Max C does, thus it is activatable. And damn, that ended the turn there, just like that. We didn't even want to make Rock of the Vanquisher because we could not add the Mad Love from the graveyard back to our hand due to our own shifter. We're now making Shinobi Necro plus Bisteel to make Chaos Ruler. Mill the top 5 cards of our deck, add a light or dark among the 5, also Serenir sending a Lubellion from the deck to the graveyard, which will tribute the Chaos Ruler, which will be comboed up with the Shinobi Necro to make a level 10 Synchro. We are popping off. Now, can the Mad Love do anything? Dark Earth. Do we have Dark? We don't have Earth, so it actually can't do anything. Mad Love is just wide open, no disruption. We got E2 of the Bring It. We could synchro whenever we want. Ideally during the battle phase or during the opponent's turn, that's when we're gonna wanna be synchroing. Shinobi Necro being banished by the Chaos Ruler, as I said, would be the level 10 synchro play into the Dissipator. Dissipator will special summon a banished monster back in the field. We got Chaos Mirage Dragon, which will be targeting the Chaos Ruler to reborn it back on the field. What are these Mad Lad Chaos plays? Banishing the Shifter, come forth and summon the Ball Drake. We have 13,000 damage on the field. And just like that, Chaos with lethal damage. And we still had E2 of the Branded for the follow-up, even within that same battle phase. Damn. Get shifting into, we also, yeah, but we can't stop the shifter because it's not our turn. That's a problem. Everything we do on the next turn is going to be banished. Chaos Space specifies the card has to go to the graveyard. Thus, illegal activation. We cannot activate Chaos Space. So, what can we do here? Can't Chaos Space Assault Synchron? Special summon alongside the Core of Chaos. That's Tuner and Tuner. I don't think that's really going to be doing anything. You can't summon from the extra deck except Synchro monsters with the Assault Synchron on the field. Serenir could banish the Shifter to summon itself onto the field, and we could Synchro with the Synchron. That's something. But we're going to have to play through Disruption now. Raisin could destroy the column. The Snow Devil could wipe out the entire field. And we're going in. We're making the play. This is it. But there can only be one of each monster type. Assault Synchron being a machine, Core of Chaos being Thunder, Bisteel being Dragon, so it does work. Core of Chaos being flipped face down to stop the level 8 Synchro, special summoning the Assault Synchron into the same column as the Borger. It's very important. You summon your monsters in the same column, then they can't summon the Raisin in the same column to destroy your monster. Very well done. But despite playing perfectly, we're still gonna get outplayed by the Snow Devil, wiping out the entire field, just like that. I think it's reasonable for a lot of people to be thinking, why was Vanquish Soul not as dominant in the TCG? And you have to understand that we got Snow Devil and Jiao Long within 2 weeks of it being released in TCG. So when Vanquish Soul was doing well in TCG before newer cards came out, they did not have Jiao Long, They did not have Snow Devil, which was needed to win this duel. So we pretty much at the same time got it, but just TCG is further along in their meta. We are Mikanko, Ohime searching for the water equip card. Riseheart banishing Fenrir. Interesting. Now, I don't even know what the heck we're doing. This is Mikanko in for Noble making Isold. Isold's going to send equip cards from the deck to the graveyard to special summon a warrior. It's also going to add a warrior that cannot be summoned this turn. Send one equip to summon a level 1 warrior. Renaud will grab an equip card in the graveyard back to our hand. And then we can equip the water onto any monster on the field, special summoning a Mikanko from the deck, returning the equipped monster back to the hand, now grabbing a Fire Dance. Fire Dance is going to be able to special summon a Mikanko from the grave as we now make a Herald of Arc Light, ready to negate anything, and any card sent from the deck or hand to the graveyard will be banished. Now making Promethean Princess. What the heck are you doing with this? Promethean Princess locks you into fire monsters only, so we got to get it off the field, which we are. Now making the Swarm Ship. Swarm Ship is a 1-card link into the Link 4 that we should be playing, which we're not. What? Ohime in Mikanko is now here. It could quick effect equip an equip card in the graveyard to the opponent's field. And we're also going to be using our Ceremony, sending from the deck to the graveyard our Reflection, which will allow us to take control of the monster. Very well done. I don't think this card actually does anything. Gain 200, you could use each of the following. If this card is destroyed, yeah, we don't care about this. But if something happens to a fire monster we control, the Promethean will reborn from the graveyard, then destroy a monster the opponent controls. We have the Ohime able to take control of the monster, and we got Herald of Arclight being able to negate anything. Can we play through this? And is this giving any special abilities right now? Yeah, this can't be targeted. Oh, you know, that is actually helpful. I'm making it untargetable here. Hey, there can be only one fairy on the field, huh? There's 2 fairies here. Raisin in the same column as the Fire Link. Raisin going to be negated and destroyed by the Herald of Arclight. Not able to chain Borger or Caesar to return it back to the hand here. Arclight being sent to the graveyard, searching for an Ohime for the follow-up next turn. Mad Love searching for a spell or trap, and we're going to take control of the Mad Love, knowing that they don't have Borger or Caesar to return it back to the hand. Come to me. Now, we're struggling to summon our Jiao Long because we're not using our reveal effect. Why are they not chaining the reveal effects? Because they can't. You can't chain your reveal effect to the effect of the trigger on summon. We got continue, reborn the Raisin from the graveyard, which we can now use the reveal effect here to summon our Jiao Long. And why is this activatable? Monster special summon. I said incorrectly that if a monster were destroyed. If the opponent special summons, you then get to summon your Promethean to get poppin'. There we go. That's the play. That is the disruption way. We are revealing to destroy the column, or not destroy the column. We're just revealing to be indestructible by card effect. So we don't get destroyed anyway. So we actually counter the Promethean Princess, which on summon is to destroy one monster your opponent controls. So we completely countered that. Jiao Long coming forth and summoning into now making the Rock of the Vanquisher. So we already used the Ohime to take control. All our disruption is gone here, as we are going to be setting up for a Zeus to wipe up the entire field. Non-target field wipe. How many materials can we get on this Zeus? I cannot believe this duel. Zeus is here with how many materials? We have enough for another field wipe. Such a massive field. We do have a decent follow-up here, but there could be only one. It's going to be quite toxic. Get ready. Banishing an equip card to come forth and summon the Immortal Phoenix Gearfried. We're going to be using the Night Oliver to equip onto the Gearfried. Before it gets equipped onto it, we're going to be wiping out the entire field, including our There Could Be Only One. Now we have no more disruption left as the Ohime searches for a Hugh Lee. Hugh Lee being discarded. We're going to be using the Mikanko Dance in the graveyard, reborning the Hugh Lee. Hugh Lee searching for a trap to be used during the next turn. As we now Ceremony, special summon our Ohime, which we could use the Rondo to take control of the Zeus. We could also just reflect the battle damage, 6,000 damage reflected. And now we're going to be equipping the water onto ourselves here. Okay, our whole field is untargetable. So what do? A Dimension Shifter, which is no good. Stake your soul. Reveal a dark to summon a dark from the deck, which will be our Borger. Borger, reveal a dark to draw a card every turn. This could get us back in the duel. Rondo equipping onto a monster on the field, as we also have Rivalry, I believe, to negate the Borger from drawing. So we are Axe of Fools onto the Borger. It is negated, and we take control of it just like that. Scooping it up, knowing that the Mikanko is just going to be able to swing right in during the next turn, ending the duel. Very well done. Mikanko Infernoble winning the match. Damn. Terrible punk hand, I agree. Shirakusai does nothing. Damn, the heck was that? Stovey discarding the golden hair, setting up a big welcome labyrinth, which is not activatable this turn. So we are just setting up our back row ready to be activated during the next turn. And finally, we have a punk in the hand. We got Wagon, which will be searching for the field spell. Ash to negate. Do we cross out designate? Yes, we do. Negate the Ash. Now we're gonna have to be playing against the double welcome and also dimensional barrier, which will stop, well, what do we do? This could stop synchro or fusion, and we're gonna be doing both. And also it only negates the fusion on the field, so the Shirakusai fusion tributing itself does not actually get stopped by the dimensional barrier. We now got our Jam Extreme session here. Welcome Labyrinth, chain to the Extreme session, special summoning a Labyrinth from the deck. We have Lady Labyrinth, which is very important to chain to the card. We got to negate it by, not negate it, but we have to just chain to it. It's untargetable right now because there is a set back row card, and we don't have anything that can be chained to it. So it's going to be chaining to the trap, setting up a trap from the deck, and that trap may be activatable based on what we are summoning. Setting the Imperm into the Imperm column here. As we special summon a Lovely, return back the Lady, trigger the Lovely to pop a card in the field or in the hand, non-targeting. Stovey's going to be triggered from the graveyard, come forth and summon. Imperm is going to be negating the Lovely from popping a card on the field and or in the hand. And we have not even committed to our main play yet. We got Stovey on the field here, which is not going to really be doing anything. Activating the Fusion Summon, did not chain Dimensional Barrier. Now, the Jam Extreme session, every time we pay life points up to 2 times, we're going to be drawing a card here. Did not chain Dimensional Barrier, which would have been incorrect. See, this is the correct play. You call Synchro. It's a bait to call Fusion. And just like that, they now cannot Synchro Summon. Searching for our trap, which is going to be able to negate a monster on the field. We got Triple Tactics Thrust being drawn off the top of the deck here, grabbing our Triple Tactics Talent. Tactics Talent will draw 2 instead of taking control. Come to us, we got a Kashtira Birth. We have nothing to be used with it. We're gonna be banishing a punk to summon a punk from the hand. We cannot synchro summon, so we're gonna link off into Masquerena. Masquerena plus Foxy Tune. Deer Note reborning our fusion monster from the graveyard here. As we now, we got Fusion, Exceed, Link, Synchro. We got all the summon types that are relevant. Of course, not Pendulum. And the Dimensional Barrier cannot stop all of them. Let's go. Zombie, Vampire, mill 4 cards off of both players' decks, reborn from either player's milled cards, summoning our Unicorn, activating our Birth. And I guess we don't have Theosis to search for. No Theosis here. As we are now setting up a Welcome Labyrinth to be used next turn because you used a monster effect, we're going to be looking at that extra deck, banishing the Plunder Patrol Mowork, which is the monster banisher. Now let's get swinging. Even getting Dimensional Barriered, and we are still able to make great plays. Lady being summoned here, untargetable and indestructible. Let's focus. To battle we go. Indestructible, not activating Masquerena at the end of the main phase. We are now going to be chaining our Lady to our Welcome Labyrinth to summon from the deck and set a trap, which will be our big Welcome Labyrinth. We can also use the big Welcome that we have in the graveyard, I believe. We do. Since it was not activated yet, we could spin any card in the field back to the hand. Back row monster, does not matter. We're going to be sending a trap to special summon a Fiend from the deck. This is the Plunder Patrol connection here. We could summon a Plunder, but it's going to be negated by our Punk Trap. Negates from summoning. We could dodge the negate by returning back our Ariane back to the hand. Very well done here. But Unicorn will then banish from the extra deck. Maybe an important card. What do you think? What is going to be important? That it looks like we already did, actually. Yeah, double Mowork is gone. That is an issue. We now have Whitebeard. Whitebeard plus any other monster will be able to make our Plunder Patrol link. We're now going to be summoning a Chaos Angel on summon. Banish any card in the field. Goodbye to the field spell. We're chaining the Ghost Ogre. Now, it should be unaffected, right? Wrong. If we highlight this, see how it's grayed out? We did not use a light monster, so it's not unaffected from the Ghost Ogre. It will, in fact, be destroyed. Now, it does not negate. We still get to banish. Goodbye to the field spell, which should be one of, I believe. And now we are making our Blackbeard. Blackbeard is not going to be able to summon Mower, because I don't think we played 3. Yeah, we definitely do not. We're going to summon Liss instead. Liss could summon from the hand a monster, and then the Liss could also negate any monster effect. So we're going to have to be playing around that here. We're going to be activating our Welcome Labyrinth, summoning from the deck. Our Labyrinth card, Maxi, could be negated by the Liss. Do we even bother negating? We're going to chain big Welcome Labyrinth to summon from the hand, deck, or grave, where the Welcome Labyrinth can only summon from the deck. Lovely Labyrinth is here, returning a monster we control back to the hand, triggering her effect to pop a card in the field or in the hand. And we are still protected with a monster negate. Lovely get poppin'. Ariana gets search in. And the Welcome Labyrinth will be resetting to be used next turn. Get ready. This is it. This is it. We still have our monster negate here. Adding our Coup Clock to make the Welcome Labyrinth activatable the turn it's set, but we already activated it. Taking out the Zombie Vampire before it activates to summon another monster onto the field. As we now follow this up into a Baron de Fleur. This is an issue. If we can get Baron de Fleur to negate something that's not the Liss, then Liss can negate the Baron de Fleur by discarding a Plunder. So we're going to come forth and summon a Jord, which is not going to be making us want to activate. Harpy Feather Duster wiping out the back row completely, so the Liss is now not going to be able to search a card because we don't have an equip card. Yes, right? If you don't have an equip card, you don't get to search? Yeah, you still get to negate, though. Baron de Fleur getting negated. I do not think so. Maybe he thought that he could not negate without an equip card. He just can't search. Very well done. Playing right into the Liss. Negate. All these drawn cards because of Maxi. Is Nibiru activatable right here? I don't even know. Come forth and summon Unicorn, birthing the Unicorn from the graveyard back onto the field here. To battle we go, wiping out the Liss and leaving up the Golden Hair. Now, the lovely Labyrinth is going to be able to reset a trap from the graveyard every single turn. We have Dimensional Barrier, which is not going to be too good here. Making the Blackbeard. We can actually call Fusion to stop him from summoning a Fusion. Chaining Synchro Monster. Did we call? No, he's chain summoning whatever he wants, but Synchro will be negated on the field. So what is he summoning? Maybe just another Liss? Probably Liss, yes. Big Welcome Labyrinth being chained also to spin the Unicorn back to the hand, which will trigger the lovely to pop a card in the field or in the hand. Summoning our Fusion Monster here. Get poppin'. Welcome Labyrinth being triggered. If he activates the Unicorn, we can negate with the Liss by discarding the Patrol field spell. All of these triggers, Chandelier back to the hand, Stovey onto the field. We can now make a Chaos Angel, which we can't because of the Dimensional Barrier, actually. Looking at the extra deck, banishing the Blackbeard. I don't think he plays another Chaos Angel anyway. Oh my cheese, that extra deck is getting slim. Back to our field, setting this up, popping the Unicorn, open field, and just like that, lethal damage and a man taking out Punk Kashtira with Plunder Labyrinth. I'm loving it. I am loving it. Welcome Labyrinth, I think, is the biggest card you have to play around and learn with the deck. It states that you cannot special summon from the deck or extra decks except Fiend. That is not the one that we're worried about. It is the Whitebeard. Whitebeard locks us into Plunder only. So that's where this it turns into a situation where you got to play around that lock. Very well done. 2-1.